Mars, and we might find life there and find that it's nothing more than good old Earth life. Now, why do I think that? Well, the picture says it all. The bombardment I was discussing affected Mars as well as Earth, and a great deal of Martian material has come to Earth during the history of the solar system. A certain amount of Earth material has gone the other way. And this traffic of material has never ceased. It continues even today. Now, we know this because there are Mars meteorites found here on Earth. You saw a picture of one earlier that Carl showed of a meteorite fell in Antarctica that came from Mars. And we have two at Arizona State University. So it's well known that there's a traffic of material. Could microbes hitch a ride in these rocks and go from Mars to Earth or Earth to Mars? I think the answer to that is definitely yes. So this complicates the story. It may be life did start on Mars and started on Earth quite independently, and maybe there are two forms of life, Martian and Earth life, and they've crossed and switched about. Or it may be life started on Mars and came to Earth. I think there's a real possibility that that's one of the reasons life started so quickly on Earth is because it came from Mars. But it could equally be the other way. We just don't know. But untangling the natural history of the two biospheres, Earth and Mars, might be rather difficult. Another possibility is to make life in the lab. People are excited by that too. Can we make life in a test tube? If we can, surely life must form easily. Otherwise we wouldn't be able to do it. Well, that's not really true. It may be that we can one day make life in the lab with all sorts of fancy equipment, a big budget, and most important of all, an intelligent designer like Craig Venter who knows what he wants to do and sets out to make it. The problem for astrobiologists is how did life form on Earth and elsewhere without the benefit of a fancy lab and all sorts of equipment and purifying techniques and a big budget and lots of lab technicians, but more important, without an intelligent designer. How did Mother Nature do it blind, by blind chance? That's what we'd like to know. So the fact we might be able to make life in the lab does not tell us it's easy for Mother Nature to have done it. So if we ask the question, what is the most Earth-like planet that we know, it is, of course, Earth. And if it is the case that life forms readily in Earth-like conditions, as the cosmic imperative proclaims, if it does form readily, then surely it should have started many times right here on Earth. How do we know it didn't? Has anybody actually looked? Well, until recently,